Hi everybody, it's Sandy B. Stitcher here. I'm back for a cross stitch update video. I don't know how good this video is going to be because, well, let's just see. I've got a lot of stuff piled up here to show you that I have been stitching on, and I have a little bit to talk to you about, and then that'll be it. Today is Friday, July 17th. My husband's birthday is next week. I guess I better remember that. He's going to be 72. So I just wanted to say hi to everybody and welcome. I've noticed that there has been a little bit of an uptick in my subscribers. So thanks a lot for joining me. And I hope you enjoy my stitching and that you'll want to come back. And if you're new here, I would be pleased if you'd hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's see. What should we do first? You know what? I think I'm going to show you my finish first. Took me almost 3 years, but it is completely done. Quaker Diamonds. There we go. All done. I pulled this out and I just decided to get it finished. And I'll bring it in a little closer so you can see those motifs a little bit better. There's the top. Now this generally is sold with Valdani threads, and I did not use the Valdani. My LNS owner picked out Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Arts to match up to the Valdanis, and that is what I used. And this fabric is Jobel and Ada, and the color is Dense Fog. And I hope I'm holding that where you're able to get a good view of that. And down here at the bottom, instead of, there was 2 motifs in here, and I decided that instead of the 2 motifs, I was going to put in the year I finished it. So there's 2020 there. So I did put this on Instagram. I'm very happy that this is finished, and I have to, at some point, see if I have a frame upstairs that would fit well with this, and if not, I just may take it up to the LNS and have it framed, because it's really, really hot upstairs. I don't have, we don't have whole house air conditioning. Okay, so that's a finish, and I do have another, I'm not going to show it to you today, but I dug Birdhouse out. And if you remember, that's what I've been working on for a long time, and it's been put away for quite a while. And I needed to do some back stitch on that, and I did do just a little bit the other day. And I'm going to continue to leave that out and throw some threads into it. There's not that much that has to be done. Well, I'll tell you that in a little bit. But there is something that's holding me back a little bit. So we'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, the next, and I have these still on the Q-snap, so as I'm talking, I'm going to pull these out of the Q-snaps and show them to you. So they're going to be wrinkled. And because I didn't know I was going to do this video today, I know that it's time. And so I just picked them all up and tossed them over here, and I thought, okay, we'll do it. All right, I had worked on Japanese Garden, and I don't have the packages out here with the pictures or anything. I'm just going to show you, whoops, there went a Q-snap. Just show you my progress. Here's Japanese Garden. I had been working, if I can hold this up here, I had been working down in here, But then this last time I went up here and I went into page 2, because this is 2 pages, and I started doing a little bit on each one so that I can get down and finish and go on from there and only have to have the 1 page out. So there we go. I do love this one. I love those colors. I am a color person. I'm not a primitive stitcher generally. I do have a couple of things that are in the prim line, but well, just look at my top. I'm very much into color. I like bright colors, even better than, well, pastels are okay, but I prefer the bright ones. Okay, the next thing that I got out, and I just got this out yesterday because I felt like getting something a little different out from my whips. And for anybody who's new, I have 20-some whips. I just haven't been stitching on all of them. I've been trying to get some things finished. So you never know from one video to the next what I might be pulling out. Okay, very wrinkly, but this is, oh, and I do have the picture for this one. This one is Flower Quaker, and this is a design by Irina Weber, Irina Weber, V-E-B-E-R, and it's Verbena Designs, or Verbena Cross Stitch. And here is this one, and I didn't do much more because I just had it out yesterday, so I was stitching up in here. Hope you can see that okay. So I'll work on this one off and on here and show it to you again next time. And the next one is actually a new start. Look at all this material. I got it all wadded up. This is a big piece of material. Can you guess what this is for? Pandemic. And I'm just going to leave this one in the Q-snap because you can see what I did. I just barely started this. This is, now let me get this right, it's Wild Berry, Jobel, and Ada from 123 Stitch. And I decided, because remember I told you I wanted to do it in purple, and so I chose 208. That's an old DMC. It's a pretty color, and here it's not coming out purple. It's looking kind of bluish or lavender or something, but it's purple. And this material is pretty much showing, it's a little light, but it has, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Maybe. I can just barely tell. It has just a little bit of purple marbling going through it. It's very, 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 it's not real obvious, but it is there. And I thought this would look really, really good. So I have just barely started this. So there'll be more to come on that. And then I have one more to show you. And that, of course, is Shades of Summer. And Shades of Summer is coming right along. I told you I was going to work on this every day and try to put in at least 150 stitches. And I work on it first thing in the morning when I get up, and I try to get at least close to 100 stitches before I actually get up and start my day. And then I try to go back to it later in the day and get a few more, and sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. But I try my best, and I have a lot of hanging threads. So I'm going to get this unrolled here and then hold it up for you, and I did do quite a bit. And I've been up and down, and so here we go. And so you can see it is coming right along. I've been working down there on the bottom part here just recently, where that water is and those flowers just below that. And prior to that, I had been working up where you can see where the bridge is going to go across the water. You can see the one side of the bridge there. I had been working up in there. And so it is coming along. If I continue going the way that I am, I will have it finished before the end of the year, which is my goal, is year end. And that way then I will be able to move on to some of my heights. This is an Artisy, and I'm stitching it on 14 count. It's just like a antique white Ada, I think. Okay, so that is my stitching. Pick up the Q-snap. And okay, I said that there was a little bit holding me back, so I guess I can talk about that now. As you know, I have an autoimmune disease, polymyalgia rheumatica. It took a long time of years of going through a lot of pain and worsening pain to finally get diagnosed. And I am on prednisone, and currently I am at 27, 26, I'm trying to taper to 26 milligrams from 27. Tapering is not the easiest thing that you can do in the world because your body becomes dependent on prednisone. And it's not an addiction. It's not like my brain is telling me I have to have this, but if I don't have it, my body tells me with pain, and there's different ways your body tells you. But anyways, the idea is that you find a dose that takes away your pain, and then you taper down from that. And the slower you taper, the better off you are. And originally I was at 35 milligrams, and now I'm going down from there. Prednisone is not a very nice drug. It does take away the pain for this PMR. So my pain level is negligible. I have a little bit of pain up here in my arm when I get up in the morning, but I don't have anything near what I had before. So that's a good thing. But prednisone does a lot of things to you. And the disease is still there, even though the pain is gone. It's still under there. It's still simmering. And basically it's inflammation within your body. And that's still causing some problems. Even though the pain isn't there, there are still some other issues. So those issues combined with the prednisone side effects do not make everyday living very easy. That's why it's been so long since I did a video. I think we're over 2 weeks, where I used to do them every week. I'm not stitching quite as much as I was for a while. Well, I guess I might as well tell you what the side effects are and why it is causing the issues. One is I'm having problems with my eyes. Blurry vision is caused by prednisone. And right now, when I'm looking at the screen here and myself looking at you, I do look a little blurry to myself. It causes dryness within your body, so my eyes are quite dry. I have to keep remembering to use eye drops. I have to drink tons and tons and tons of water, because right now I can feel my mouth is just drying up because I'm talking. and I feel so thirsty all the time. It also raises your blood sugar, which could be another reason why I'm feeling so thirsty all the time. Let's see. The vision deal is quite a big problem. With my magnifier, because I do have the light and the magnifier, with that, I can usually stitch pretty good, but I just have to watch how long I try to stitch at a time because my eyes will get very, very tired because of that blurriness. Because I guess because I'm staring more, and that probably, even when you're staring more at your work, it probably even dries them out even more. Prednisone and the related effects of the PMR also causes fatigue, so I am tired a lot. Most days I end up taking about a 2-hour nap. Sometimes a little less. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll be okay and I can go on, but most of the time it's about 2 hours. It makes it difficult to try to make plans because I never know from one day to the next how I'm going to feel, or whether it's going to be a really tired, fatigued day, or whether I will have a little bit of energy. When I do have a little bit of energy, it doesn't last long. If I try to do anything, it flags very quickly. It's not easy to live with this, but I would rather, it's like I told my husband, I'd rather be in the situation I am now and with these side effects than have the pain that I had for so long. Pain is debilitating when you have it constantly like that. It makes you depressed, and as all of you know, I have gone through, over the last few years, I have gone through a lot of anxiety and depression, and I think a lot of it had to do with the PMR because it wasn't diagnosed yet. And also, prednisone causes your anxiety level to go up. So even though I am taking anti-anxiety medication and antidepressant, anxiety is still popping up now because of the prednisone, where it was under control before. I find myself chewing at my lips, and I was getting sores inside of my mouth. And so I have to really be cognizant of that. And when I realize I'm doing it, I have to try to stop. Also, headaches. Prednisone causes some pretty severe headaches. So I'm putting up with that on almost a daily basis. And sweating, hot flashes. If you have gone through menopause or are going through menopause and the change, and I would like you to think about the worst hot flash that you ever had, and then multiply that by 100. And that will give you the idea of what I'm going through with the hot flashes from the prednisone. I'm not asking anybody to feel sorry for me or anything. I'm just stating what the fact is here. Because sometimes, I just need to talk about this stuff a little bit. My husband gets tired of me talking about it. But when these hot flashes start, you almost immediately start sweating. I mean, there's no leading up to it. It's just immediate. And it's sweating to the point where you have water on your body. And you just feel like you are going to combust. I told my husband the one day, I thought I felt like I was going to just combust from the inside out, just catch on fire, because that's how bad it was. And I keep a little fan by me, and I have to keep air conditioning going because we're in summer here, and it's been really, really hot, 80s and 90s with high humidity. And even with the air conditioning on, when these hot flashes hit, I have to put the fan on too. because otherwise I feel like I'm going to die. And that also tends to dry you out a little bit. And if I go outside and I get where it's hot or where there's a lot of humidity, that starts bringing those flashes on faster and faster. And I have had times where they've just been almost constant. I'll just be getting done with one and another one starts. If I stay in the air conditioning and I keep it as low as I can get it in here, then I'll have fewer. So it's bearable then. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. That's probably most of what I'm going through right now. As I said, I'm not telling you guys this because I want anybody to feel sorry for me. I don't need that. Just maybe a little understanding as to why I'm not giving away any more magazine charts. Maybe a little understanding as to why my stitching isn't what it was for quite a while. And this disease will go on for quite a while. Unfortunately, what they say is that maybe in a couple of years it will go into remission. From what I'm understanding, you still kind of have it, but it's like cancer. It goes into remission and it can come back. Some people have gotten over it and it doesn't come back, but other people can't ever get off prednisone because it never totally goes away. I have no idea what my situation's going to be, but I am being hopeful and I am doing most everything I can. I've changed my diet, and I feel a whole lot better in regards to that. My stomach issues that I told you guys about have pretty much alleviated. So apparently a lot of the stomach issues that I had to do with the inflammation that I had from this PMR. And after reading everything on the support groups and everything, I think I had this for many, many, many years. And I just never knew, and because I'd never heard of it before. And the doctors just weren't looking for it. And I kept going in and complaining of the same things, fatigue and pain. And they just kept telling me, oh, you're getting older, and oh, you have arthritis. Well, that wasn't it at all. Yes, I do have osteoarthritis, but nowhere near as bad as what they were trying to make out. So, I guess I can't really blame the doctors. Maybe it's my fault for not going in and just sitting on their doorstep and demanding answers. Of course, that probably wouldn't have got me anywhere anyways, but I'm thankful now that we were able to get it figured out. I don't have that pain. My arms, I have a little bit right here today, but I am in a tapering situation. So they said that you will get some extra fatigue and a little pain coming back when you are tapering. That's the idea behind trying to taper slow, and I'm following a schedule, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, I have talked probably more than you ever wanted to hear, and some of you probably are even gone, but if you've held on this long, I want to say thank you. The rest of my family is all doing okay. Of course, there's been an uptick in the COVID cases, and I think too many people let their guard down. Now I'm kind of afraid to go out to eat again because the cases are really going up. But I don't know. It is what it is, and if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Unfortunately, the girl who comes and helps me about once a week with some of the heavier cleaning, and helps Bob outside with things like weed whacking and stuff that he is having many issues with now, because of the Parkinson's. In case you don't know, he has Parkinson's. Uh, she got a hold of me. She was supposed to come yesterday. She got a hold of me on Wednesday and said that she may have been exposed to COVID. So for the next 2 weeks, she's being quarantined, or until she can go get tested. Apparently, she said you have to qualify or something to get tested. I don't know what the protocol on that is, but so she won't be coming probably for at least 2 weeks. And then it scared us because we were like, well, when did she have this exposure? And did she then expose us? So we don't know for sure. She did tell us when she had the exposure, but the person then, which was a couple of weeks ago, but that person then tested negative, but then I guess they gave this person a CAT scan and said that this person had all the symptoms. So I don't understand all of that. I don't know if we actually were exposed or not, but I wear my mask every time I go out anyways. So, and I'm not feeling any ill effects, so I'm just going to play it by ear and probably just won't go out to eat for a while here. If we do get something, maybe I'll have Bob go and pick something up and bring it home. So we'll wait and we'll see what happens with that. So I am going to let you guys go. As I said, you're probably sick to death of listening to me talk. And I'm going to try to get to stitching and get some things done. And I'm sending again all my love, all my hugs. I hope everybody's well. And I hope you get to do all the stitching that you really want to do. So take care. Love to all. Bye-bye.